All right, welcome back to a special trailer reaction for the new Dune 3 starring Timothée Chalamet. Zendaya's back, the whole crew's back. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's legendary.
Music is
The soundtrack.
Ooh,
a lot of sand.
A lot of sand.
a lot of the sand.
She's pregnant.
Oh my.
Does Tom know about this?
Her name should be Ganima.
Tom.
Oh,
She'll need to be strong,
she'll need to be strong.
like her
I
mother.
want to see
like the
Sean
first.
parachute sometime.
Oh, did he shave his head?
He did shave his head.
Oh, Leto like his father.
Is this going back or what is this? How do we?
So you would have the wisdom of his grandfather.
Nice.
I'm so confused. Did I miss a movie?
Feel the music.
Soundtrack.
Feeds on itself.
There's Marty Supreme right there.
Oh, sick.
Battle.
Oh my gosh.
Is that the Death Star?
Oh, he looks so good.
Our enemies fight back.
Is that Pew?
Oh,
Oh, Robert Pattinson.
oh shit.
Oh, he shaved his head.
Doing the best I can to protect my family.
Oh, this looks so good. Oh shit. Oh. Oh.
How did father?
Who are they fighting though?
Your father never started a war.
The Imperium, the bad people.
Post Malone.
Oh, this looks so epic.
How many bad guys do they have?
Anna Taylor-Joy.
You hear this freaking chant? Don't come on home.
Again. Oh. Shit.
I'm not afraid to die.
Oh my gosh.
Do it. Do
I
it.
must not die. Yet.
Oh, is she gonna face him? Are they gonna fight?
No.
Oh my god.
That's his baby mama. He's not gonna fight her.
Oh.
12/18.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's a long ways
I
away.
I heard people talking about this. I first want to ask a question because we rated Dune and Dune Part 2 pretty high. Dune 1 a little less so. They're saying
Little
that
too
the
high.
greatest trilogy just for quality is Lord of the Rings. Does this
Yep.
stack up if number 3 like comes in
Hmm.
and really cooks? Does it stack up to Lord of the Rings is the question.
That's an easy no, it doesn't. And I'll tell you why. And it's not because
Okay. So
I personally like the story of Lord of the Rings more. It's that Lord of the Rings was completely immersive. I know people say the same thing about Dune, but I feel like when you watch Lord of the Rings, you literally are stepping into a completely different existence in which like sight, sound, mentality. I mean, it's almost a religious experience when you watch a Lord of the Rings film, as opposed to Dune, where I look at it and say, this is a really beautifully crafted film.
I do feel like the Furman culture does introduce an element of spirituality and religion.
It does.
and kind of
Is this better than
not
Lord of the
better.
Rings?
Does it hit the? Does it? If this third one cooks, like if it cooks, does
Yes.
it get up there as far as the trilogy is concerned in the quality and the
It has to
impact
cook.
of Lord of the Rings?
If it cooks, because tell me, is there a bad movie for Lord of the Rings?
That's a great point, because no, there's not. Right? There's
There's
not.
I don't think it's bad, but
It's just not as good.
It falls off a little bit. Yes, exactly. So
Right.
when
And
I
I'd say
look at
it's
Lord of the
up
Rings,
there, Sean,
there's
but
no-
it can't surpass.
this movie has to cook special to make you really forget about something that didn't cook. That trailer looked like it's gonna be big. It looks amazing.
It's
Jared
just not
thinks
fair
about
to already put it up next to Lord of the Rings. I mean, fuck, let it
people
just
do.
fucking watch
What are you
it
supposed
first.
to do?
It's just,
This is why-
everyone's
this
watching
is why
it
we
to
have a
think about
podcast,
Dune,
Jer.
and then we're just talking about Lord of the Rings. This is a Dune trailer, not a Lord of the Rings trailer. So let's get back on the fucking track here. Now, it has to stick the landing. 17 years from part 2. So we got a 17 years jump with this third one right now.
I'm going to say this about Dune and why I think this. First of all, this trailer is probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
Gorgeous.
Bar none. The chanting,
I agree.
Gorgeous. I mean, just the impact of it. The music, fucking out of the park.
Hans Zimmer, man.
But let me just say, Dune has done something that other trilogies have not done, which I think Quentin Tarantino put very well. Is that in order to be a great trilogy, you have to learn from what made the first one good and build upon it, and even do it better in the second one. And I feel like a lot of movies don't do that. Well, if three cooks, like I hope it does.
Yeah.
Dune 2 learned what Dune 1 did wrong, and I'm not saying it did anything wrong. I'm saying what worked and what really worked. It really embraced what really worked in 2, and I think that Denis Villeneuve is such a great director that number 3 is going to learn from 1 and 2 in a way that 3 is just like out of the charts good. So,
do you think Paul is the villain? Does it look
Yes.
like he's going to be the villain of the story? A lot of people are saying that George Lucas got the inspiration of Star Wars because of Dune. Did he get the inspiration of Anakin Skywalker of Paul? I mean, does he become Darth Vader in a way? You know, I mean, that's my question. And listen, you Dune listeners, and I get it. Fuck, we're just not Dune experts like you guys.
We're not Dune dudes.
I do think that this trilogy is this generation of their Lord of the Rings. So I don't want to talk badly about it. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to definitely stick to the walls.
Do you think he's a bad guy?
I don't think he's a bad guy.
Okay.
No, I think he's gonna kill a good guy, but I think it's gonna be in the end for a reason.
I think that we are so accustomed to putting people into good guy and bad guy categories. You have an established Imperium led by a chancellor that's essentially been overthrown by Paul because they killed his family, but that wasn't the Imperium's fault. It was the family, the Harkonnens family. The Atreides line has now controlled all the spice, which is what makes the whole universe go around in the Dune. It depends on what the story is, because if you could look at Star Wars, you could say the rebels in the original Star Wars were nothing but terrorists against the Empire. Until you got more context of what the Empire was, that they were evil, did it kind of shift into, okay, good versus evil.
I mean, if you look at the poster of like Timothy, he looks like fucking Emperor Palpatine. Like his face is all distorted. He looks pretty wicked. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I think that Dune is doing something that a lot of major, I would say, franchises do, and that is looking at what power does to somebody. Right? It goes back to the same quote of "absolute power corrupts absolutely." And in that sense, I think that what we're seeing here is Villeneuve, and then honestly, Frank Herbert's doing it with the Dune books. Is he's looking at what happens when somebody becomes powerful, and that it will ultimately lead to an overtaking as opposed to a giving. And I think that we're going to see that. I'm not saying that he isn't going to be redeemed by the end of it, but I do think that we're going to see the dip in Paul and the challenge of Paul having to climb back out of the hole that he's created for himself in that kind of usurping of power. And I mean, we kind of see that happening at the very, very end of 2.
He's got 2 kids. He's got a wife. I mean, it looks like they're going to face each other on the sand. I mean,
it's supposed to make it look that way. That's just editing.
That's just editing.
In December, you guys will be like,
we'll find out in December.
So fucking right.
We're going to remember this one.
The speech in number 2, where he gets up and basically starts speaking Furman and gets the Furman people on his side and becomes Muad'Dib. I think that Brandon has something there where you're watching the evolution of Paul Atreides, the rise. I'm not sure that he's going to fall. I think that it's a different type of story. I think that he's a martyr. I think he just has to survive long enough to upset the order enough for the Furman people and for the people who are working for the spice to overtake the elites. And I think that's a more kind of historic approach than necessarily good versus evil, if that makes sense.
Denny pretty much said that this movie is going to be action-packed, but it's mostly going to be a thriller. So if it's going to be a thriller, you're going to have a lot of politics type of situation that's going to be going on in this movie.
The war scene looked amazing. Like that looked pretty badass.
Oh, cinematographically, I think it looks fantastic. And the other thing too is my little this much knowledge of the Dune verse or Duneverse or whatever we want to call it is that there's 27 books in the Dune universe, right? Oh, and so if they're ending the story here at 3, right? If they're ending the story here at 3, my guess is they're going to be changing some of the ending of Dune.
I think there's only a couple of trees. Like in the 27 books, they're not all.
But what I'm saying is I don't know necessarily if it's going to follow the same path that the Dune books necessarily followed. So it might changed, because I do think, from my understanding, is that Paul ends up not being the good guy. Like it ends up being he's the emperor.
Well, that would be a very disappointing end for me.
Okay, very much like Star Wars. Okay,
Vader
Easy, Anakin.
brings
What do you guys
balance
think
to the
about some of the
Force.
new characters that you were able to see? I mean,
I don't like Robert with blonde hair.
Robert
I'm
Pattinson.
not a fan of him glittering, but I do like him in Tenet, and I like him in Harry Potter. That's all I'm saying.
If Robert's listening to this, I think he looks good in every movie. I
Oh, he's
apologize,
amazing.
Robert.
Hey,
He's
supposed
one of my
he's
favorites.
Supposedly, supposed to be the villain of this movie, and also a shapeshifter. So they said.
What?
He could play
when Dune
shapeshift
2
into Paul Atreides.
When Dune
Saying
2
that.
came out, I was like, oh, what did they do to Austin Butler? They took away his hair. What are they doing? And his look was so weird and off. And that was one of the best performances. Talking about an Oscar snub. I know we're, just coming out of Oscar season, but my God, that performance was one of the best performances that went unrecognized.
That movie should have won
Mhm.
Best Picture.
We'll
Tell
see you
us what you
December.
think in the comments below. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see you in December. We'll give you any updates if they release another trailer. We might do another reaction. But this is on our list to do this year. We're excited to do. I think actually this is the last episode of season 7.
This is how we're
releasing
finishing
on
the
New
season.
Year's Eve,
So 2 thumbs
That's
up,
correct. Yep.
one
Yeah,
thumb up,
yeah, I think,
2
yeah,
thumbs
yeah.
down. What is it? Are we gonna do?
Gentlemen, what is your rating? Brandon, start with you. 1, 2 thumbs
Oh.
up, down. What do you think? 2 thumbs.
As a non-Dune lover, I'm giving this one 2 thumbs up
Eddie, 2 thumbs up. Jeremiah.
with sound.
Well, since we're gonna be like Siskel and Ebert, 2 thumbs way up. There you go.
Ooh.
Tell us what you think in the comments, and we'll be bringing you all sorts of content. Season 7 is well underway. We've already brought you A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We've got more shows up in store, so join us for all of our regular programming. And thank you so much for listening. And we say cheers.